Hello, and welcome to Japanese craft beer reviews. These days there is a lot of price consciousness among consumers. These days, wages aren't rising so much and prices are rising around the world, and certainly that's true in Japan. Prices of almost everything have gone up. I do food shopping quite often, and I've noticed how prices for almost all vegetables certainly have gone up. Things I like to use often, like olive oil, way up. And of course, one of my favorite purchases, beer, also up. And in craft beer, the craft beer world, prices are really going high. And I didn't used to hear so much from, geeks, craft beer geeks, but these days I do. People are, complaining about the cost of some of the top craft beer breweries in Japan, and certainly for imports as well. And a few companies are doing something about it. One of them is Aeon, which is the parent company for Aeon supermarkets and Aeon malls, and they also have Aeon liquor shops, and they have put out a couple of beers, well, more than a couple, in the past. Most recently, their top value premium lager, which sells for about 150 yen, which is, I guess, maybe around $1 now, $1. So, beer, and it's 100% malt too as well. They also put out one with Furano hops as well, which is very nice too. And so, you can pick up, say, a six-pack of these without really breaking your budget too much. And recently, I found another one, a new one, from a company which is not really a beer company, but a food company called Kawasho Foods Corporation. And it is this one. It is called Hon-Uma Bakuga 100%. Bakuga means malt, and 100% means 100% malt. So it is, I think we'd classify it as a pale lager. And checking the ingredients on the back, it is, in fact, malt and hops, and that is it. 4.5% alcohol. Rate beer, no listings whatsoever. It's not on Rate Beer. I should probably add it, I guess. And Untapped, only 3 ratings. So you can see this one is fairly new. It's not in every store. I found this in a Don Quixote store, which is, look it up. It's very popular among tourists and even locals, of course, to go shopping there. Low prices on a lot of items. And it's also, where else did I see it? I saw it in a discount supermarket as well, called Lamu. And so it's 4.5%, 100% malt, and as it says here, German aroma hops. They don't specify the ones that they use, but I think we can probably imagine it's probably one of the noble hops, I would guess. I'm not sure about the quality. So the company called Kawasho Foods Corporation, they also make or import a beer called Prime Draft, which has been around since 2005, and they added this one in October of 2023, and I just found it recently. And it says Korea, made in Korea, and they do not specify the brewer, but I assume it is Height Jinro, which is also the producer of their Prime Draft for Kawasho Foods Corporation. And Height Jinro does a lot of contract brewing for really very low quality beers that are sold throughout Japan. And so I'm interested in how this one will turn out. Okay, so it is 100% malt. And I'm guessing the quality is probably not the best at this price. What is the price? Glad you asked. It was 118 yen, tack on 11 yen tax, and it comes out to 129 yen in total. How much is that in US dollar terms? It is 82 cents. And in euros, 0.75 euros. So really inexpensive. So I mentioned the Aeon Eon Premium Lager one, which is 150 yen. This one undercuts it by about 21 yen or so. So it is quite a bit cheaper. And this is definitely the cheapest all malt beer I have found. Let's give it a go and see how it is. I don't have high expectations, but could be pleasantly surprised. The Eon beer is quite acceptable as a pale lager, and this one maybe too. The color, crystal clear, some fair to moderate carbonation rising, and about a finger of sort of dishwater sudsy foam. Okay, aroma. Okay, I certainly do get noble hops out of this. Kind of light grassy, somewhat citrusy as well. And it kind of modulates into something that's not quite so pleasing. Kind of maltiness. Well, let's give it a go with the flavor. Okay, it does have maltiness, but it's kind of thin, and as I suspected, I don't really know, but I suspect the quality of the malt and the hops are not the greatest, but they are there, but they're minimal. Yeah, it doesn't have a full rounded maltiness whatsoever. It hits a note, kind of light malty, light bready note, and that is it. There's no development in the flavor palette whatsoever. And normally with a pale lager you wouldn't expect much, but I was kind of hoping for a little bit more. That said, it is drinkable, very definitely. I could have another one of these easily. 4.5%, so it's not going to knock you for a loop. Yeah, it's mildly tasty. Yeah, it's got lager notes. It just doesn't have them in full force. So I don't think I would mistake this for a German lager. Still, not too bad. Not too bad, and certainly at this price level. I think I could get this one again easily. Once again, it's called Hon-Uma. Maybe something like main flavor or true flavor, something like that. Bakuga 100%, 100% malt from Kawasho Foods Corporation. Not a big beer maker. They do make Prime Draft as well, but I hope this one stays in the market at 129 yen or 82 cents. Certainly it could be a beer to have on hand on occasion when you're trying to save money. And I think many people, including myself, are trying to do that these days. That's it for today. I hope you'll subscribe to the channel. I do have a review of the different top value beers. I'll put a link to it in the description below. You can take a look at those as well. Those are a little bit higher quality than this one, I think. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.